Part 2, Mason Grayback. So I'm not gonna lie, when they first got on screen, I actually really did love their dynamic. Not only was he so smooth with meeting her in art class, talking about, I think you dropped your brush, and she's like, that's not mine. He was like, I know, I just wanted a reason to come talk to you. I was like, he is the cutest, sweetest boy ever. And whenever she found out about him being a werewolf and she was so supportive, like, she thought that he was cheating on her, but he really wasn't. He was just hiding the fact that he was a werewolf because he didn't know she was a wizard. And whenever she found out, she was completely okay with that. And their relationship seemed to be going so well. They even had this like dating montage and stuff because she hates the idea of first dates. So they did like a 5-minute dating montage where they're just supposed to do everything you do on a first date, take pictures, go sightseeing, all that stuff in like 5 minutes, just to get the like first date jitters out. So not gonna lie, this relationship was so cute at first. When I tell you there was problem after problem in their relationship, like, I think it is because Greg Sulkin is so dang cute, and because he's British, and because, he just looks like this, I think that's why we gave him a little bit more of slack, and especially because we met Future Harper in one of the episodes, and Future Harper said that basically they were going to be like each other's like love. I think that's why we gave them so much slack. But honestly, it really started getting toxic after that. Like here in the Alex versus Alex movie, we see that he's not as supportive as he claims to be. Like, I understand the whole like picnic thing where he spent hours making food and she turned it into basically chicken. But first off, he knows Alex enough to know about that. But yeah, I understand that, like, I would be upset if I was just like, oh, I want to do something special and it wasn't really as appreciated. However, this is not the only time we've seen him either be not supportive or be immature. This is one of the episodes where Dean comes back, and Dean really likes Alex. And Mason is very threatened by Dean, and I'd understand too if my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend came in the picture and I know they were each other's like first love and stuff, I'd be a little like too. But still, the way he handled it was very immature. Like, I think he even caused a problem. I think the problem was he even ate Dean, and the reason why she's dressed in this suit is because they had to use magic to turn like a rocket ship into like a small rocket ship so they could go in Mason's stomach to get Dean because he ate him. Like, what? Because he was so threatened. Like, honestly, I believe that Mason gives off first love. Like, I feel like Alex and Mason should have been each other's first love, because there's a difference between first love and final love. Because I feel that in your first love, you're growing in who you are. You're learning what you will put up with and when you won't put up with in a relationship. You're getting to know yourself and how you maneuver in a relationship. So Dean should have been Alex's one true love, last and forever love. Like, even look at the handshake. Like, he's very, I mean, look how hard he's gripping his hand. Like, look at Alex. She's not for this. Dean was always so respectful of Alex's choices. And if Alex were to say, hey, no, not right now, or, I'm happy with Mason, he always gave it, again, I explained it in part 1, he always gave it an okay. I love that you're happy, and I hope to see you in the future, even more happy, whether it's with me or with him or with whatever else. He always supported her. Mason would never give her that type of respect, ever. Something that also made me really upset was this episode. So again, even though Alex's dad, Jerry, is not all too thrilled about Mason, like, he likes Dean better, but still, her family is very supportive of the fact that he is first off, in a relationship with Alex, and second off, a werewolf. His parents is not too thrilled about her being a wizard. So what happens? She turns into a werewolf to please them. She shouldn't have to do that. And he allowed this. I think he actually wanted this to happen. And then he gets upset with her on how she acts while being a werewolf, but she really doesn't know how to be a werewolf. She's just literally trying to impress your parents, and you basically act so disappointed in her. And like, this episode was just so not it. But this episode had me boiling mad about their relationship. Like, I could not stand the whole Alex and Mason relationship dynamic after this. Like, this literally set the tone. He was her boyfriend in a relationship on and off between seasons 2 and 4, and in the Alex versus Alex movie. And I just started to see so much toxicity just completely just happen through the seasons. Okay, so in this episode right here, I'm going to show you the clip, but he gets jealous of some monster performer hunter. He's not a monster hunter, but he like performs with monsters as if he's this like monster hunter guy. I don't know what he really does, but he's in the wizard world and he likes Alex. Alex is like, okay, it doesn't matter if you like me or not. I got a boyfriend. And the guy still likes Alex, but at least he kind of has boundaries. Mason doesn't like the guy and doesn't trust the guy to be with Alex. This is Alex's big night. She's gonna win a wizard award. Mind you, her family, especially Justin, is already acting crazy, sitting in a terrible video, being mean to Alex, saying that she doesn't deserve it, that it should be him. So this night is already kind of being ruined for her because no one really wants her to win this award. And let me show y'all. She's so disappointed. I've never really seen her this disappointed.
You're my boyfriend, and I love you. But when I told you that there was nothing going on between me and Chase, you didn't believe me. I would have believed you. This is one of the most important nights of my life, and you let me come alone. Look at this place.
Like, he destroyed the place. And again, that's not another example. There's another example of why I don't like the relationship. And this is probably the first ever time I saw a fault in the relationship and thought, this has to go downhill from there. Because I know we all remember this episode.
Juliet, I didn't know we were looking for you. I'll never stop loving you!
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Can't you see how I feel about you?
Alex, I'm sorry. Something just came over.
Something just came over me? Look, this same episode, he gave her a heart necklace and said when it glows, because she didn't know at first. He told her later on, when it glows, that means that you love or in love with the person who put it over you. So she's in love with him. And then they go here to find Juliet, Justin's girlfriend, because there's an episode where the mummy took her. A mummy. That was actually a crazy, strange, but fun episode. And he finds her. They realize, oh, they used to date. And not even just that part where he confesses his love. There's a part where they're running around, tickling each other. She's scratching him behind the ear as a werewolf. Like, what? So that was already crazy. And then they completely stopped whenever both of them looked at their respective partners and was like, what the heck is going on? Like, they were too excited to see each other. Like, way too excited. First off, that already made me mad. So I was already, like, wanting to get off their love ship. Like, I was not for it. And then this next scene. So this next one is when Harper and Alex get an apartment building that's supposed to be in a wizard apartment building. And so Harper needs to pretend to be a wizard. So she has this wand that will allow her to open things. Now, because of that previous video I showed you, they're broken up. Mason doesn't like that they're broken up, so he tries to open selfishly.
So that's Alex's house.
Oh, hi.
So y'all stand Dean, because Mason.